Okay, good evening everybody. So tonight we will just review our file IO operation and we may go something advanced, but actually those are not in the syllabus. So these are optional, okay? And then in the second half I can discuss about the test 3, upcoming test 3 study guide. Okay, so if you leave early, then you will miss something. Okay, any issue? No. Okay, thank you. So we are discussing file IO operations, sir. Just in order to make make our life simple. Okay, so I already, as I told you, I already created a GitHub repository. Okay, and GitHub repository, I put all of my number of codes over here. So I like you to download this code and then make some changes and then run it and then try to understand. Especially I like you, although this syllabus does not cover, to understand about the scanner and buffer reader. There are two classes, scanner class and buffer class. And buffer reader class. Actually, you really need to know the use and uses of scanners. See, the scanner is simple. Scanner is C equal to new scanner. Okay, scanner works in a way that actually in order to write some data in a data file, you need to input from a source, right? The common standard source is keyboard. Another source may be a data file. So that means you are reading either from a keyboard or from one file, and then you are displaying either on a monitor or you are saving on another file. Or there is third option that you may print your file on a printer. These are the options, right? So scanner class has some methods. These methods are mainly maybe 8, 9, 10 methods, like next line, and it has next, or it has next, and next integer, and next long, next boolean, next double. These are the methods. For instance, next integer is used to get an integer number by using scanner object. And next long is used to get and to enter a long number that can be an integer as well, because an integer number is a subset of long number, right? So you can use that one. And next double is used for getting a decimal point number, and actually next line is used for getting a string with space as well, and until you press enter, end of line. But scanner, some of these methods in scanner class have some limitations. Okay, so I have actually you need to know is better if you understand those limitations. Okay. I forgot. I wanted to put some few more extra methods, examples over here, but I will put some examples and you can get it. Maybe tomorrow I will see. And so in order to resolve this issue, there is scanner. You see this problem. It's the last one. It says scanner issue. What are the issues of the scanner? For instance, in this program, so let us try to understand this program. Who are people who are in the back? Can you see my code? Okay, that's good. So this is a scanner object, SCN is scanner object, and in the first thing, this on line number, this line, I am just displaying a prompt. It will say enter an integer. Okay, so whatever. So I say integer a will be scanner dot next integer. It is supposed to get an integer. Okay, then if I am doing, so for instance, if I do like this way, for instance, in this program, let us understand the limitation of scanner. You have entered plus a. Okay. So it's very simple, right? So this program says, so if I run my program, this program will say enter an integer number. Let me enter integer number 34 or something. Okay, and then press enter. Then it is showing me the number. It's straightforward, simple, right? It's working. Okay, now how about if I put another prompt? For instance, I want to do, after entering an integer, I want to enter a string. Another I want to take another in. For instance, it will say me enter a string. Then I want to, for instance, I want to do something. I want to display my A and B. So apparently it looks that this code is okay. There is no issue in it, right? So there is no compile time error. There is no compile time error. And previously I showed you that these lines of code run fine, right? Okay, so but now if I do this one, so for instance, I'm entering something and I'm entering another thing. What it will do. So I'm entering 34 for the integer, and as soon as I press enter, then my program is ended. Actually, it says enter a string, that it says you have entered. It takes only the integer, but it does not take the string. The issue, you got it? The issue there is that as soon as I press enter, end of line, it does not allow me to take another input. The scanner object does not allow me to take another input. Okay. So this is an issue, right? This is a limitation of scanner object. Okay. In order to resolve this, there are some certain ways to resolve this issue. Maybe we need to put some codes in between. After scanning one value, before scanning another value, I need to put some code over here. There is an alternative way, or there is an alternative class. It is called Bufferedreader. So this is a Bufferedreader example. If you go the top one, the Bufferedreader example. So instead of using scanner object, I just use Bufferedreader. Okay, the Bufferedreader, it also takes as an argument. This is Bufferedreader. What is this constructor, right? It takes an argument as an input stream reader. Okay, an input stream reader takes the system.in. But previously what I did, we put the system.in within scanner. But here at this time we have put system.in as the argument of input stream reader, and we are putting input stream reader as an argument of the buffer reader constructor. So as a result, okay, so then everything is here. It has a different method, parse integer. So in the Bufferedreader class, it has, instead of parse integer, it will have parse double, parse string, like this. Maybe parse boolean. So there are some methods over here. Okay. So now I have the entire code on my GitHub account. You don't need to write. You can write in something, but you can get entire code from GitHub. You know how to get GitHub?
Yes.
Oh, you have a question? Yes.
So input string reader works in a similar way to scanner that allows the user to input data.
Yes, scanner allowed. I discussed, right? In the, like for instance, the scanner demo program, if we scanner like this way, so let me run this program. This program, right? So what was your question? We ran this program, right? We found a limitation. So what was your question?
Well, I was just asking, in preparation for the lab, I was looking at how other people will scan, like after they create the text file, and will input and will output code onto the text file. I was looking about how people would scan the text file, then output it to the console, and I saw people using scanner, scan equals new scanner, and put in parentheses, they put the variable name in the file, and then declare the file. So I'm just curious if...
I'm going to file operation soon, okay? I'm going back to file operation soon, but let me finish this one. Thank you. Please remind me if I skip it. Okay, so we've got some limitation of the scanner object. So in order to resolve this limitation, we use Bufferedreader class. So the Bufferedreader class has some different methods, set of methods. So like for instance, if I run this program, the same program almost, it will prompt me, enter an integer. For instance, I'm putting 34, and enter a string, I'm putting my name. So then it will work. Okay, so this is that, just I mentioned some limitations of scanner reader. This is a good interview question, so people ask why Bufferedreader is used, class is used. Okay, now I will go through, program for the class, for what is it called? For the okay. Yeah, well, okay. Well, now we'll discuss about the file input-output operation. Okay. Because learning about scanner and reading writing is a prerequisite for file operation. Okay. In last class we got an issue. Okay. So about file location. Remember that? I had to put that way, this way. So if I want to create a file in a specific location, I can put this way, the specific location. Or I just remember that there should have an alternative way. For instance, instead of doing this way, I can do dot, then forward slash. Okay, so this dot forward slash will create a file in the root directory of this project. Okay, actually, where this is the, if I go to this, if I do right click on Eclipse, then show in, then if I open it in a System Explorer, so this is my file, this is my project, and actually, okay, this is my project root directory. Okay, so if I use a dot, just simple dot, then forward slash the file name, then it will create, it's easy, that can convenient, that it will create, actually I don't need this one, it will open and then okay, and then for instance, and then for the output I can give dot and then forward slash. Dot and forward slash will open my file in where? In my project root directory. So on this location I do not have any file name as test.txt, right? You see, I don't have any file of test.txt. So then if I run my program, let me make it better. If I run my program, then it already created, you see that it's already created this folder file test.txt. It's just created at 6:50, right? My time is 6:50. It's just created, right? So this is the location of my root directory of my project. So now if I write something and press enter, okay, good evening, happy Halloween. So if I write it and enter it, then done. Actually file, so my whatever I have, while I press, until I press enter, so then it will write whatever I read in. Okay, so you, instead of \n means enter, instead of pressing enter you can put other character set. For instance, Control plus Z, Control plus C, or uppercase C or uppercase Z. Yes.
When you put in the dot /test the second time, file output stream post,
Yes.
Does that create a duplicate?
No, it's open. Okay, so here you are creating this file, you are opening this file for write mode. Okay, and here you are opening, here you are opening this file in order to write something with FWS, and later you are using FOS to open that file for getting file, this is for file output stream, getting something from file. Okay.
What's the difference between the file output stream and the buffered writer? Are they both the same?
Where is the buffer writer here?
You do not have it right there. I just attempted to do this the other day, and it didn't work with using buffered writer method. Are those the same thing, or is that?
I will go back to your question in a minute. Let me finish this one. Okay, So now here what I have done here, I have this code in my file. So let me go to my folder and then open the file, and you see my text is there, right? So okay, so now if I run this program again, okay, so just I put thank you. So this, since I opened this file in append mode, so I should have this thank you code within this program, within this data file, right? It's appended. Okay. So now what happens if I want to create my folder, my file within this location, the same location, for instance here, under this package, chapter 15. Okay, so under the here, in the chapter 15, here. My program is here, for instance, my programs are here in this location. I want to create my file here so that quickly I can see here. I don't need to go Windows Explorer. So let me see the location of this path. Show in, right click, show in, and System Explorer, and it is actually within the project root directory. I have another directory src. Under src I have chapter 15, right? You see, so I have under the project root directory I have src folder, and under src folder I have chapter 15. So the easiest thing is that I need to change my code here. So I got root directory here, then I need to put src, then / chapter 15 is my package name. Package is a folder. Okay, so it will create my file on the same location. So actually I need to, okay, so now let us go there. In chapter 15 I do not have test.txt, right? I don't have any of that file. So now if I run my program, it will create a file on that location. You see it created test.txt folder. Right now at 656 is 656. Okay, so now same program, so I'm adding something. So hello is added there. Okay, hello is added there, and then if I run again, then it will open that file as open mode. So okay, so the actual file, in order to open a file in append mode, just you need to add another extra mode over here. So mode is by default, by mode you have to put in true. Just I'm getting putting a value variable over here. Instead of variable you can put true over here. Instead of putting variable you can put true. That will work too. So Paris question asks that why do you use Bufferedreader or file output stream and file input stream and file reader? Actually these are different things. Okay, so Bufferedreader is for taking input from keyboard. Okay, and file output stream is used for getting file from getting data from a file. Okay, and file input stream is used, and file writer is used to open a file. or in a speak mode, either read mode or write mode or append mode. Okay. Actually, the slides we don't have enough information in this slide, but okay. So if you have energy and if you have time, then I can discuss something extra about this. Yes.
So like from the text file, you have file reader and file input stream.
Yes. Let me go through. I wish.
What is the benefits of using file
Okay.
input stream over like file reader?
Okay. I wish I could teach input output stream first, then file IO operations. Okay. So actually this is information from my book. You will not understand language, but basic thing that you should understand here. So this is file stream class inheritance. Okay, this is a like input stream. So let us look at this class hierarchy. So we have input stream, the base level class. Then we have file input stream. Okay, and we have another input stream is filter input stream, and there it has subclasses like data input stream. It has buffered input stream, it has line number input stream, it has pushback input stream. You see that there are a lot of class hierarchy. Okay, so the input stream is the top level. Just remember one thing: the input stream is on the top level. This is an abstract base class, and then it has a subclass. It's called file input stream. Okay, so then let me go through other stuffs. Okay, and for instance, look at output stream hierarchy stream. So if I can write in English, then maybe you will understand. Output stream class. So it shows an output stream class relationship. So it's, for instance, that I showed you input stream reader, and likely we have output stream object. This is a base abstract base class, and it has likely data input stream and output stream. Okay, so main thing that actually you need to understand this thing. Okay, so let me see that if you understand this. So we have input devices. We have an input device, and in order to take input from an input device, we use input stream. That one of the class input stream means we use one of the classes for these classes. One of these classes object. One of these classes. All these are input stream. Okay, and then we get data from input device through input stream and into my program. And after it's getting into my program, then we use a reverse order. So we send data to the output stream first, and through output stream it goes to output device. So here, if you want to send the data to output device, means your file, right? So then you need to use normal. So instead of normal output device monitor, you need to use file output stream, right? And if you want to get input from a file, then you need to use also file input stream. So this is why in your program you have to use a combination of input stream and output stream. Okay, and sometimes if you want to use, for instance, in our previous programs, right? What we did, we created here. Let me understand. In this line on line number 11, we just use this line in order to create a file. That's it, right? And then we just give this information. Okay, so that this a file is created. Put some information, blah 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 blah, that whatever you said. Okay, and here okay, you see here we use another file output stream. Okay, while you are using whatever data we are inputting, taking. I'm sorry, this got messed up. Okay, so here we are using system.in.read. We are reading character using read input stream is from keyboard, right? And then until we press any new line character. Okay, and let us make it different until we put uppercase Z. Yes, until we put uppercase Z, it will take data input while not press G. So whatever we are character we are taking from our input stream, we are sending those to file output stream. Okay, using write method. And finally, we are closing just file, whatever we created, file, just this line. Okay, so this line here, you see that we have a combination of okay file output stream as well as system.in.read. This is standard. This is input stream, right? System.in.read is input stream, right? And write FOS file output stream. So now what is your question, please? Can you please repeat your question?
You answered my question. I have a next question. Why didn't you use try and catch like exception handling?
Okay, so yeah, instead of using try catch block, I use throw IO exception. This is an alternative way.
What does that mean?
Hmm?
What does that mean? It's gonna throw an exception if it doesn't work?
Yes.
It implements it?
Yes. So instead of this, if I get rid of this, if I get rid of this throws exception, you will see that as soon as I get rid of it, it will show me error message where all of my file input writer, it is asking me to, what is this? If I hover my mouse here, it will show either as throw declaration or sound with a try catch block.
What is the best practice for it?
People use try catch block. So instead of using throws exception, use try catch block, because then you can do something else within your catch block.
Okay.
But here, what it will do, it will just throw the exceptions. Yeah, in the next class we discuss difference between throw and throws. So in my code over here, there are some, in this project, there are some examples. Please play with those examples, okay? Make some changes and try to play with this. So you got your answer, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And this will take some time to understand, and it really needs to practice. And only theoretical discussion will not be sufficient. Yes, what is your question?
So for in the while loop, when you have FOS dot right, does that change? Does that?
What is my FOS here?
Pardon?
What is my FOS here?
What I'm asking is for the FOS dot right. Does dot right serve the same purpose as print line?
Dot write method is used to write something in a data file.
Okay, I've just seen how.
Let's move my cursor here. That if I move my cursor here, can you see what it says?
Yes. So all I'm asking is, it doesn't work the same way as a print line. Because I've seen people use print line to output code onto text. So I'm curious about if there is any difference between
Okay, so let us do that. We can do that. Okay. Sys out C. Oh, you said what is that one?
Yes, so for outputting something to.
FOS dot. Yeah, there are some other methods. Let us see how many methods we have. So we will look for the file methods within only file output stream class. So one thing that it has close, right? We will not use close. Okay, then we have get channel. We don't need that one. We have get FD file description. We don't need that. Let us go in the down. We have write method. Okay, write method. Write B is byte dot length bytes from the specified byte array to this file output stream. So write method is used for writing. Okay, and then write method, we have another write method that takes integer argument, and we have another write method that takes integer, it is also offset and length. Yeah, write method is this. So what is the other method you said?
Print line.
Is there any print line here? I'm not sure. Is there any print line?
I think I'm just getting confused with,
I don't have any print line. So for file and output stream, we don't have any print line. So as soon as I put Joseph to bring coffee in next class, okay? This class is my class is not a good class to take a nap. Okay, you have to bring coffee for us. Bring 2 coffees, one for you and one for us. Okay. I know some people you work already get tired. Okay, but we are almost done, right? We are almost done. What else we have left? Parallel processing and binary search tree. Binary search tree and the last topic, and then parallel processing. Okay, we are almost done. I think at this point you should get interested, right? You are actually learning something. Yes. Any issue? Okay, so this program I have made. So actually your okay, so instead of use, so FOS file output stream does not have any print. You said what? What method?
I think I'm just getting confused with all the object things like file output stream or print.
Oh, object name you can give any name. No, object name you can give any name. So name, object name you can give any name, right?
No, that's not my.
Okay.
Like I don't know what all the. I don't want to take up class time.
Sorry.
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Okay, so let us take instead of putting on a file, if we put on system.out.println, that is standard, right? Output device, it should print on the monitor, right? Okay, I have not tested it, so let me give a try. Okay, so it says enter something. Okay, so it says hello friend. If you say this time, okay, so it is showing me on the console, right? So now it should not go to the file. Let us open the file. It should not go there because I did not use where is my location, file location? within the chapter 15 SRC 15 is on test. I said hello friend. What did it come? Hello, but it did not take. I'm not sure. It's not suitable to use our output. So this is why. Okay, so the last thing that I wanted to tell you, in order to read some data from a keyboard, okay, and save that in a file, okay, we need at least three things, maybe three things. First, we need to input stream, okay, in order to take input from keyboard. Second thing, we need to use a file stream in order to open or create a file, right? And then the third thing is that we need a file output stream in order to send my entered data into the file. So this is why most program works in a combination of input stream and then file stream and file output stream. There are four kinds of stream object. Maybe remember that: file input, file output, and keyboard input stream, and input stream. Up to three kinds. Okay, and for an input stream, we say that we have scanner and buffer reader. These two. Okay, and there is another program that I like you if you are interested for in-depth and more study. This program has a print have a program. This is actually I got it from from the internet. This program, if you run this program, then it will send your file, this file, text.pdf, and it should be on your root directory. And make sure that maybe maybe you can use dot and then /, and then if you have this file on your root directory or program root, this program folders, okay, within file IO operation, this folder. Then if you run this program, so whatever the content of this file should be sent to the printer. And I tested it, so it works in my office computer printer. But here it will not print, I know. Because, okay, one thing that it says printer, okay, that this file does not exist, okay. It says this file does not exist. Okay, it says system cannot find from the, actually I don't have a file name at this location, but I have a different file name, right, on this location. I have a file as test.txt. So that's good thing, I can do test.txt. Okay, this time it should, okay, it is sending me printer information, and actually I don't have any printer installed on this computer. So if I have any printer installed in this computer, then it should print whatever is my file. You can try it. But this program is not a robust and good program. I saw that sometimes it works, sometimes it does not. So that what I figured it out that if it does not work, then I have to close my Eclipse and then reopen the program, then it works. It's not a good program, but you can get some idea, right? How to use printer, how to print your file using a printer. Actually, people do not work on this much because operating system has this feature. All printing stuff like file closing, printing, the operating system has built in. Okay, any questions? No? Okay, you all have questions tonight. Okay. Okay, so I like you to go through the slides. Okay, and then do practice. And if you have any question, then please let me know. Actually, this program, there are some code snippet, not complete program. None of this code snippet will work. Right? So in order to test your program, you must go to either of this program. You have to run it. Okay, the remainder is we will have you will have test 3 next Thursday this time, right? By this time it should be done. Next Thursday. And so according to course schedule, let me open my course schedule. And we will have, so my test will be, your test will be on 8. Okay. So in the test course, we will discuss about, you can write it down, okay? Okay, reference parameter, ref keyword. So although Java does not have ref keyword, it is for C#. But people, you need to learn that. You need to read those slides. Use of reference keyword, ref keyword in C#. Sorry, in C#. And then you need to understand the recursive method. For instance, you may be asked to write a program, recursive program, that will take an integer type, for instance, argument, okay, and for instance n, and it will display the numbers from 1 to n, or for instance the number, all odd numbers between from 1 to n, not between, from 1 to n, or all even numbers from 1 to n. So try practice with displaying this in ascending order and descending order, both. For instance, in your method, you will say recursive method. Recursive method has at least one parameter, argument, right? So for instance, argument, whatever you get, for instance, argument, you are getting 10. Okay, so then your program, try practice with to display 1 to 10 or 10 to 1 in reverse order. Okay, how do we print 1 to 10? Is easy, right? 1 to 10, right? Then how do we print 10 to 1? Then print. So if you can print 1 to 10, 1, 2, 3, 4 to 10, right? Then you can print 10 to 1. There is a trick. Find out the trick. Not too difficult, right? Just put I, then n minus I. And from 0 to n, then n minus I is 0. If I is 0, then it will print 10, right? If I is 1, then it will print n minus 1, it will be 9, right? If I is 3, then it will print 10 minus 3 equal to 7, like this. Okay, and then if you are asked to write to display only the even or odd number, then you need one more condition to check whether this number is even. If it is even, then print it. And what is the last step for recursive function? You need to call the method n with n minus 1, right? Argument with n minus 1. If your method is m of n, then at the last step you need to call the method with m minus 1, and then you have to your condition. You have to first set up your condition. For instance, if n equal to 1, then stop, right? Then return something, return 1 or something. Okay, and then so we discussed single linked list, double linked list, stack and queue, right? Okay, so just for simplicity, just study about single linked list. In single linked list, there are some basic operations: prepend, append, search, delete. 4 operations, right? Prepend, append, search, delete. Okay, and for stack, what is the operation? First operation is pick, right? To get the top element, right? Get a copy of the top element, and then push and pop for stack. Pick, push, and pop. And what are the basic operation for QE?
NQ.
And DQE. NQE and DQE. This. Okay. So singly linked list. For singly linked list, practice 4 things: append, prepend, search by or find by ID, for instance. Okay. Find method, actually search method, and delete method. Okay. So actually delete method you need to understand for linked list, single linked list, stack and QE. Okay, for stack it is called pop, and QE it is called DQ. Okay, and then in single linked list you have append and prepend. Append is to add at the top, the front, and append is to add at the bottom, at the tail, right? And prepend is to add on the front. Okay, append, prepend, and this is called actually insert. And for this insert method in stack is called push, right? And for QE it is called NQE. Okay, that's it. And then practice. And another thing that for practice, how to find Z. Discuss GCF, greatest common factor. Practice this one. How to find greatest common factor between 20 and 25 and 30? What is the greatest common factor? GCF is 5, right? Using the recursive method is a good way to do that. Okay, we are almost at the end of this course, and we will discuss, okay, next class, threads and parallel processing, and then we will have binary search tree. Okay, good luck. Any question? I will see. So that I told you, okay. Did you write it down? Yeah. Okay, sounds good.